There's obviously a lot of survivorship bias in rich people. So you can look at someone who's very wealthy and be like, well, look what they did. They started this business and they took a huge risk and they didn't do this. And like, here's their morning routine and all that. And for every one of those things, there are 1,000 other people who did something very similarly and failed. And also I think there's a Paul Graham quote where he says half of the attributes of very successful people are actually liabilities to them. And so we can look at an entrepreneur and be like, oh, like he wakes up at 3 a.m. and runs 20 miles. Like, yeah, but that's not why he's successful. That's just, he's a crazy person in general. And he has all these other crazy attributes. Like there's no cause and effect in that. And so, but I think if you wanted to create a common denominator of it, it's a combination of obsession and long-term thinking. It's a combination of like, these people don't obviously work 9 to 5s. They wake up thinking about their business. They go to bed thinking about their business. When they're playing baseball with their kids, they're thinking about work. It's the only thing that they can think about. And they don't want to do it for 2 years and sell their business. They want to do it for 50 years. They want to do it for 70 years. All wealth comes from compounding. And when most people think about compounding, they're like, well, how can I earn the highest returns? What is appealing is how can I earn the highest returns for the shortest period of time? And where most wealth actually comes from is like, how can I earn merely good returns for a very long period of time? That's where it tends to come from. So if you find someone who's very good at their job or very wealthy, the common denominator of those people tends to be they've been doing the same thing for 30 years or whatever it might be. And if anyone does the same thing every day for 30 years, of course you're going to get good at it.
So true. Like you have another quote I love, which is that everything that ends up working in finance stems from patience and self-control. Everything that doesn't work stems from instant gratification and FOMO.
I've done a lot of work with like young students, high school students, and two things stick out. One is I think relative to previous generations, they're smarter because they have more information than we did. They're just constantly drinking from a fire hose of information. So they know things about the world that we didn't when we were 17. And the other thing is every single group among these very intelligent kids, everybody will ask me some version of the question, what penny stock should I buy to double my money this week? And I have to remind myself that like, these kids aren't dumb. They're very smart. But the knee-jerk reaction, what seems like common sense to everybody is how can I get rich the fastest? It's just what's the fastest way to get there? And that's the cause of every financial failure is usually like trying to take something that naturally should take 10 or 20 or 30 years and being like, well, great, but I don't have the patience for that. How can I compress it as fast as I possibly can? And I think that's what it comes from.